at the bracket. There it is, Goku moving on, and should he get through the next round and Sin Booty and Chuffles do what they're expected to do, we could be seeing a little showdown there. Not going to be looking forward to that is my guess. It's definitely not an easy matchup, but first things first, he's going to be meeting the winner of our next match, which will be between X30Nlegacy and OJsun. What do we know about those two guys?
Well, I would say that Legacy is the only player in this tournament from a different server. So all the players are from the global server except for Legacy being from the Europe server. So he's got a little bit of an advantage because he's kind of the wild card. Nobody knows his units as well as they know everybody else's units. So it's going to be interesting to see what he pulls out in this first match.
Yeah, what do you think? If you're on the Europe server, you're favoring that opportunity to keep yourself a secret there, Childish?
Yeah, I would definitely keep a secret, but my eyes are actually on OJsun. OJsun is repping the guild Malicious here. Malicious is one of the top guilds on the global server and been there for quite some time. He has some unique monsters that he's always bring when it comes to PvP, where they're talking about Guild Wars or RTA arenas, so I think he's going to bring some unique monsters into this thing.
Well, Legacy says he plays 20 to 30 hours a week, and by all accounts, normally that's a lot of time, but some people, as you and I both know, it's actually not that much when it comes to Summoner's War investment. So let's get ready to welcome them out. First up, it is none other than X30Nlegacy. 21 years of age, from Youngstown, Ohio.
I'm Anthony Ramsey. My in-game name is OJsun. I'm 21 years old. I'm from Youngstown, Ohio, and I'm a student, and I'm in the Army National Guard. Being here in New York City is just absolutely crazy to me because there's nothing like this back in Ohio. I'm just from a small town where there's not like lights everywhere, and it's just so surreal being here. I've learned that there's a lot more out there to experience in life, and just now I kind of like want to travel more and see more things from the small town that I'm from to being able to see these big cities that I've never even imagined I'd be able to see one day.
And X30Nlegacy, as we get the handle right this time, is going to be facing off with the 31-year-old accountant from right here in New York City. His real name's Sonny, but you guys know him as OJsun.
My name is Sunny He. My in-game name is OJsun. I'm from New York City. I'm 31 years old and I work in tax accounting. New York City means, I guess, it's a mix of many cultures. One of the things I like to do is travel. I mean, I've been to a number of cities internationally, and everything I can find there, I can find a glimpse of it in New York City. You can find all kinds of cuisines here. I love Spanish, Chinese, French and Italian I like as well. Pretty much I like everything.
And OJ is part of that Malicious guild, guys, and as you know, once you get into those guilds, you're able to exchange a little bit of strategy and gain some insights into the game that perhaps you haven't been able to forge independently. He's only been playing since August of 2014. Meanwhile, X30Nlegacy since February of 2015.
Yeah, definitely gives him a little bit of an upper advantage just having a couple more months because, as we all know, those few months are extremely crucial. Yeah,
the learning curve is steep, no doubt. By the way, love the story about X30 being from such a small town like Youngstown, Ohio, and getting these opportunities as a result of his involvement in Summoner's War. And we remind you guys to join the conversation on social, hashtag SWC 2017, as we get match number 2 of round 1 underway with the game 1 drafts. Boys, take it away.
Alrighty, so Legacy has locked down 3 different monsters. We got Molong, Bastet, and Wusa. He puts the Wusa out to answer to that Ciara. Ciara providing the bomb that's going to be able to stun the opponent if the immunity is not in play. OJsun looking to start out with something of a little bit more of a YOLO side, but it looks like he's going to mix it up. But one of their Zerg type of monsters there. We have Chow, and then of course Villagel that's going to be providing some immunity and some cleanse, as well as attack bar boost.
Right now, I'm looking a little bit more towards Legacy's side. I think he's got a better composition from the 5 monsters that he's showing right now. OJsun, a little bit unorthodox between having Sierra, Orion, not having any sort of immunity removals from the Bastet or even the Wusa there. Yep. Of course, so Also, again, bringing Leica into a couple really strong water monsters there, especially with the Mo Long showing and Feng Yan. This could be tough for OJsun, but maybe he's got something up his sleeve that he's probably going to steal first turn, in my opinion, and hopefully take out one monster with the combination between Sierra and then have a couple second skills come down from the Chow and Leica.
Yep, it looks like Legacy went ahead and banned Orion, trying to take away that first turn, and then we got Wusa locked down from OJsun's side. Let's see who gets the first turn. Maybe he has a unique build on that Vela Jewel. Could it be a Swift set?
It looks like it just might be taking that first turn.
Did I call that or what? Oh my goodness. I ain't gonna lie, I did not know what was going on there, but unfortunately he wasn't able to capitalize on that. He missed the bomb on Bastet to try to stun it. It looks like he's gonna kind of sit back. He did get the Violent Proc once again. Unbelievable. Is he gonna get a chance to, yep, he did. All right, and now it looks like it's Leica's turn. Of course, there's no defense breaks or whatnot, but I like the choice to keep on working on Bastet. Down to about 50% health from that Chow. Big hit on that, but of course, the Oasis blessing is up, and now he's gonna have to wait.
Legacy's turn to answer back now has that Mo Long coming in, removing the immunity off of 3 monsters. Of course, Sierra procced herself out of immunity, leaving her susceptible to the Ganymede. But now we have Feng Yan working down that Sierra, applying the defense break as well. And I don't know, OJsun's getting put back a little bit on his heels now, especially with having the Vela Jewel also stunned. And then it looks like it's a Despair Bastet, another interesting build that we don't see very often, which is maybe the reason why that Vela Jewel outsped Legacy's team. But look at that massive damage onto Sierra using the 3rd skill from Mo Long. And then now working away, putting the defense break onto Chow. He is going to ventilate the Bastet. Interesting choice there. I don't really see that too often, but especially with it being the Despair, I'm not going to knock it too hard there. But getting the stun now on Chow. Legacy looking really good. What do you think?
Legacy is looking really good. Now we got OJsun trying to answer back. With regards to Leica, this is a unique monster that I actually have. I love the unit Justice being able to do additional damage when you lose the opponents. So with him now having 3 monsters to 4, it can be something that will be able to come back. But it looks like Legacy has decided to work on it, but did not take it out all the way. He did take out that unit right there. So we're sitting in favor of Legacy, 4 monsters.
Wow.
3. Unbelievable turn of events.
Took it down pretty quick there. The massive damage coming in from Feng Yan to take care of that Leica pretty quickly. And again, like we said, we saw those defense breaks come down from Bastet. No stuns from the Despair, but it was enough to just completely dominate that match from Legacy, looking really good.
Yep, the dual Panda and Ganymede along with the Bastet proving very lethal indeed. And now if you're OJsun, what are you thinking as you head into the make the adjustments phase of the program?
Well, it was kind of interesting. He laid out that CR and Orion first round, so it looked like he might have been going for a little bit of a YOLO approach, and then once again he brought that Vela Jewel and the Chow, I believe. So it looks like he was trying to bring 2 types of teams. Maybe he was trying to counter what he was currently seeing Legacy layout. We'll have to see what he does now, if he learned from it.
So OJ now with the first pick, taking out that Mo Long from Legacy right off the bat, and then Legacy answering right back, taking away OJsun's Vela Jewel. So both players trying to take each other's playbook just a little bit to mess things up a little bit.
Yep, and I like the choice. That's what you need to do. Make the adjustments on the fly. Learn from your mistakes in the previous match so that you can capitalize on this second round here.
So even though OJ did pick Mo Long first, still sticking with his tried and true Sierra and Orion combination.
Legacy gets the Ganymede again here.
Legacy does get the Ganymede again, along with Feng Yan, Bastet, and Vela Jewel. That's a really strong team, especially going into OJsun. So he's got to pull something out here. He's got to, dig deep, find something under his sleeve, and hopefully he can make something happen and maybe change the ban this time as well.
We'll have to see what he does. He has 12 seconds to decide. It looks like he's not going to stern away from that Leica and bring in that Gemini, the light brownie magician. This particular unit is going to be able to provide a strip if he doesn't have any beneficial effects on him, and then of course a defense break. In addition to that, a speed lead. So now, as you can see, even though he banned the CR, he's still going to be able to have a speed lead, get the first turn. Is it going to be enough to take out one of the units? We'll have to wait and see.
I don't know. We'll see if he even gets the first turn, because we don't know how fast that Vela Jewel really is.
Would that be kind of crazy if they both had Swift Vela Jewels, Clay?
Oh, it would be crazy, but it looks like Orion does get the first turn.
Yep.
Able to strip the immunity off of Veligil. Going straight into a Reckless Assault onto Ganymede, but Ganymede cuts in between the Leica there, so unable to finish off the Ganymede from OJsun, but Violent procs into a Ventilate as well, and now Veligil able to put up the immunity. Going straight into an Overwhelm from Legacy, getting the stun onto Molong, which is exactly what he was looking for.
Yeah, he definitely got it in there. Now it looks like we are sitting there trying to land some beneficial effects or harmful effects on Veligil, but of course that immunity did not get stripped, so he wasn't able to get it done. Looks like he works on the Leica. Leica being the one to provide a ton of damage on the team right now, considering he already reset Molong here. I like the choice on that one, Clay.
Yeah, and he saw how much damage he was able to do with the Wind Panda onto Leica last turn, or last game. So he's going straight back into it now again, able to take down the Leica, and that is putting OJsun in a huge, huge backseat in this game already.
Correct, yeah. Legacy is bringing a lot of control in here, and of course, with regards to Molong, he already used his Reckless Assault, so there's nothing on his composition that's going to allow him to get his health back and be able to, come back here with the third skill.
I like the point that you made there. There's no way that he's going to be able to do enough damage with the Molong, so all of his damage is almost, it's gone. He doesn't have anything left, and able to get a stun on Ganymede, but I think it's just a little bit too little too late in this situation. Still not able to land a defense break on the Veligil, so he may be having a lot of resistance because we saw that Orion tried to take off the immunity, didn't get it, didn't land any of the debuffs, and Legacy even doing a fist pump at that point as well when he saw that things were going in his favor.
Yeah, and OJ still hasn't been able to take out the Ganymede, down 4-3, and lacking the attack strength to get through this comp of Legacy here.
Yeah, it's going to be hard to take those down. All the key monsters, the contested monsters that we're going to see, they're going to have the best of the best runes. So I wasn't really surprised, even though he did a lot of damage there, I really wasn't surprised that he didn't take it out. They're going to have some really, really good stats there.
He did get a triple stun from Molong, and then also a couple procs from Orion, but is it going to be enough? This is going to be interesting to see. It might go right down to the wire. He's really got to be careful about that, Orion, because if Orion starts procking against the Feng Yan, he could have it in a stun lock for quite some time. But able to get the reset from Samath there, but I don't think it's going to be enough. I think the Wind Panda should be just okay here, and able to finish off in either this turn or the next turn. He gets a Violent proc, so he's like, I'm just going to take care of it right now.
Very, very nice job by Legacy.
Clean and dominant, the performance from Legacy there, catching OJsun by surprise, but perhaps not the two of you?
What do you think, Clay?
Like I said, I'm a little bit more familiar with OJsun than I am with Legacy. I think Legacy came out with a really strong composition. Even from the pick ban stage, I didn't think that OJsun really had the correct strategy between all of his monsters. He was going a little bit more YOLO. He was trying to cut in there, at least take down the Ganymede first turn. But with the Ganymede being as fast as it was, the Leica not being as fast as it should have been, that's kind of where Legacy was able to take control of the match after that.
All right, so Childish, let's say I put you in OJsun's seat going into game 2. What would you have done differently to prevent the outcome, getting swept like that?
Well, it looks like he created a composition to kind of go a little bit more of that YOLO approach here, but considering what Legacy laid out the first one, I was hoping to see him kind of chain up, but it looks like he stayed away on the same strategy, but unfortunately, it didn't help him out this time.
And as we know with YOLO, it's live by the sword, die by the sword. If you don't end up with a little bit of the RNG that you might need, you don't end up with perhaps some good fortune with regards to your opponent's approach to that YOLO, you can end up down real quick. And that's exactly what we saw over there.